What's up YouTube, Mr. Lamisi here, and today we will be beginning part Hell of the Blade Assassin playthrough. Now, part Normal and Nightmare have actually been pretty dang smooth. I know many of you have been following along and enjoying it and being like, wow, this is actually really nice. I feel like I'm slightly surprised as well, but the buffs that they gave really seem to have made it a solid build to play through the game with. Part Hell coming up will be a little bit more difficult. Obviously, again, things like attack rating going to be very important. But we can push forward and see how it goes. And as always, we can focus on getting the damage, getting the attack rating from a little bit of farming, right? Go get ourselves things like 2-piece Hussarus boots. And you can see we have 582 attack rating as a nice boost there. We could get Saigon's helm with Saigon's gloves or boots or about another piece and get the attack rating boost on that as well. Lots of little places that we could get it. We have Angelic Ring. If we find Angelic Amulet, ooh, baby, we will have ourselves a stew. You know, so a lot of good potential there.
I watched your editor video, and I'm having a blast with it. Thank you so much. You rock, laughing face.
Thanks, Serpy. It is fun. Flesh Render right here is the club of choice that we're using, and it's fantastic. This gives us some crushing blow. Again, if you don't have this, make yourself a strength, make yourself a black, give yourself some chance. But we've got this piece right here. This is just purely attack rating. Honestly, we may socket it, or we could look at using this and like double socketing this with Ort Ral or something. We also have a crown that we can 3-socket, and oh, we were gonna make a wisdom, right? Yeah, because we have this pole rune, so we need the Eld rune. That's right. We need to do a little bit of farming still. And that would give us 15 to 25% bonus attack rating on top of Cannot Be Frozen, some other pieces, which then allows us to use Ancient's Pledge over Rhyme. So there's a lot that we can shift around if we do that. Obviously, our dual Hussarus is staying. We have a Nagel Ring. We've got 106 attack rating on this. Some decent gloves. And then just some nice little charms. 20 lifer in there. 5 max, 44 AR. Really not a bad collection on this character. So we can see our stats. Resistances aren't horrible. Decent fire. Light is struggling a little bit. But, no, here's mouse pointer. Sorry, mouse pointer was off. Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun, peanuts. But yeah, I think we should aim for the wisdom. So let's go find an Eld rune. Let's go to normal. If you're in YouTube, you can skip ahead on this part if you would like. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. But, you know, the main idea really is just running around Players 8 in these areas. And trying to pop everything that we can, man. See what we can snag rune-wise. Lots of good little pieces, but this is generally, I'd say, a decent spot here. Again, cows isn't bad as well. That might be go normal cows if we want and grab that for a potential place to find it. It's fine. Normal Countess also is a spot. However, her drop rate of it isn't amazing. So it's a little bit sad. Normal LK would also be a place, but I feel like we'd probably get something else instead, most likely. So we'll kill a little bit here. I may just run over to cows, honestly. I mean, I do like Act 2. Cows are going to give us, like, Am runes and that Soul runes. But here, Eldrin can drop. So it is really nice that we can get it in this spot. Easy enough. Okay, so we will take our helmet. Second tomb, very nice. And we will socket it. Of course, if you want to just spend time finding a 3-open socket helmet, you can also do that. Maybe I should. Because I'm like, ooh, I could socket my crush flange if I don't socket this. Nah. I mean, I would, but no reason to waste the time. Let's do it. Normally, that's exactly how I would do it. Pull if eld is going to be our wisdom. Pull if eld. Wisdom is made. And we got 16% bonus to attack rating, so that's a little sad. That rolled pretty bad. I was hoping that we'd roll in the 20s. We also rolled 4 mana stone per hit, which is the lowest. So honestly, nearly perfect bad roll. Just missed it. But even still, it pretty much makes up for the attack rating that our Platinum Circlet was giving us. Plus, it also gives us cannot be frozen, 5 mana per kill, 10 energy, some bonuses there. Which, again, like we said, opens up Ancient's Pledge for us and gives us the ability to now use this for even more resistances. So, we've got that. I think it's time to go to hell. And this is the first time that I have made Wisdom in a playthrough. That's right. So here's our resistances now, much better. Light res is just slightly off. I don't want to be players 8 here, really. You can see that might be a little bit much. So let's go down to players 1. Let's just get away from players 8 mobs. We have got our Insight, Juanins, Corpse Visor right there. Nice. Why am I attacking the tree? The tree was mean to me, man. So we'll just lay down some damage. Not bad.
Can't. Impossible.
Not bad. Now, again, in Hell, one of the biggest things is focusing on mobs that you can actually fight. So we don't want to be fighting against, you know, oh boy, he's gonna die. This is mildly okay, but kind of hard. So like Moon Clans will be tough to fight against, because they are a little tanky, but we actually do okay damage there. It's not bad. And yes, it seems like Pierce unfortunately does not happen, even though we have Pierce on our helmet. Which is very sad. I was kind of hoping that we would get Pierce there. But it looks like we are able to kill stuff, so that's really nice. It's not, you know, the fastest, craziest kill. But it is possible. So I do actually like that we're able to get some killing stuff done. Good input for the next patch, yeah. Things like archers and stuff, though, generally I'm going to be a little bit more avoidant of. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it pierced, but we were hopeful. Let me turn the fan on. It's so hot in Texas. It appears Claw Mastery, I think, might affect Blade Fury? Definitely not Blade Sentinel. But I'm not even 100% certain on that. So, I didn't do my homework like I should have. This is a nasty group. Possibly Blade Shield. There you go. They do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. But we're actually doing damage. Again, this is like, you know, not terrible. I'm actually slightly impressed. Definitely has improved. And dead ends. Alright, we will go this way. Oh boy, I'm dead. We got blocked in. I thought I had rejuves. I did not. Let's put some rejuves in. As soon as I looked in my belt and saw no rejuves, we knew it was over. Alright. Let's go back. Wasn't a great map for us, so that'll be something we'll have to kind of figure out, is just that map in general. Hell is just hard, man. Hell is just really hard. A lot of classes perform way worse than this. So that's why I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, this isn't horrible. I'd say something that would really help is if Blade Sentinel could actually get attack rating boost. Like, look at how much, look at the difference. Blade Fury,
Llama saw your
so
video
much
about
more.
not playing D4. Good on you. You read the D2R stream meta and made the right decision. Here's one more diaper for you, by the way. We love you.
Thank you, Thanatos. Thank you, Space Cadet. Appreciate you guys. I mean, you know, just... Yeah, you would think with how slow Sentinels is and stuff, like, make it ignore target defense. Honestly, I feel like the Blade Trap should just ignore anyways. Or have really nice attack rating boost and use that. Like, I think that would really be a good change that they could bring. Oh god, Midora. Would be fixing that up, because right now it's just bad.
Good point, babies need bits.
Babies do need bits. Oh Jesus. Are there enough mobs in here? Alright, we will just run up this way. This is a very scary place. I'm gonna watch the season 1 campfire live chat today. How long until it's on?
Impossible.
45 minutes?
Impossible.
But we're doing this. Maybe we'll just like listen to it while we do this. I don't know. I mean, what all can they say? Like, now that people are playing it, we think everybody thinks it's a good patch and it's gonna be fine. I don't know.
Llama.
Thanks, Spark. Alright, we got a waypoint there. That's nice. Yeah, definitely like Blade Fury is the way to go. Because Blade Sentinel attack rating just sucks. Blade Fury, the attack rating means we hit so much more often. And look at our damage. Like, Blade Fury is actually amazing. If it could actually pierce, that would be so nice. So I think Blade Assassin is improved, but there's still a couple improvements. One, fix up Blade Sentinel to actually get some attack rating so it actually does stuff and has that. Two, make Blade Fury pierce. Three, don't make it such a bad wind-up time for Blade Fury. I think those three things are changes that, again, don't make it overpowered, but make it good. Like, if this could pierce, oh my god, it'd be so much better. This pierces, but it doesn't hit anything, you know?
Have some Bezos bucks.
Thank you, Jamerson. But even with all that, it still does all right. Again, this is still doing okay. It'll definitely be a little bit rough a little bit later on. But that's mostly like, you know, when you're in the Chaos Sanctuary and there's like a mass swarm of stuff coming at you. It's just going to be really hard there. So...
Let's Play series have been a lot of fun. I finally have closure on my childhood Seal Paladin that never beat Duriel.
That's all I ever wanted to give you. Like, look at how little hitting I'm doing with those guys. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Malice. This should go to Charsa.
Oh my god, why are you failing that teleport? Alright, let's just get over here. Oh my god. Yeah, it's tough. If you have a spot where you can really like get your back against a wall and not too many things are coming at you, it's great. If you don't, it's painful. And the wind-up time is still atrocious. I wish that got fixed a million times. Because every time you get knocked out of it, your wind-up time gets like reset again with that. Alright. Good enough. Can't use a shadow hero, or do those die too fast? I don't have any skills to put there. If I had like a lot of skills, sure, maybe I'd get a hero, get a warrior or something with me, but without that, it's like, why bother? Will grief add damage to the blade skills? I would... The more I think about it, the less I think it will. And the reason I say that is because the optimal build for this doesn't involve grief. And generally, if something doesn't involve grief, it's because grief doesn't work for it. Oh my gosh. Just kill this guy and give me some health pots. Whatever, I'll just use a rejuve. Isn't weapon block important? Weapon block is great, but I've got flesh render, which is pretty nice for us. Otherwise, yeah, you could use like 2 patterns and that'd be nice, you know? Like I say, we can maybe like listen to the campfire chat in the background. It'll be a little bit of a dual combination. Something like that. We could pause, but then, you know, this run Unless we split this up into 2 parts, but it's kind of short for part 1 already, so wouldn't be the greatest. Now I could just stop, listen to it, start this again, and then go to YouTube and combine it together. But man, that sounds like work. Editing a video? Yikes. That seems bad. It's not actually the editing that would be the worst part. It's just once you edit it, it takes forever to let's hit this guy. Oh, he's stone skin. Forget it. It takes forever to, what do you call that, process and stuff, and like upload it to YouTube. It's a horrible time. I mean, again, the damage is actually not bad. When we can like target onto a mob, my goodness, the damage is actually there. Honestly, even at this point, if they just got rid of the wind-up time, I think that would be enough. Because the problem is, every time you lose that wind-up, it just feels really bad to like wait the half second to get the wind-up going again. Like if I could just shoot so much faster. Crushing Blow does work with Blade Fury, not Blade Sentinel. But yeah, we can actually like sit there and focus that down if we want and stuff, so. Wisdom. We got 53% chance and 76% chance. It's our 2 chances. So. Yeah, give it Pierce, fix wind-up time. Baby, you got yourself a character. Make sure we're players 1 for Endariel. Take you out. But yeah, the big problem about the wind-up is it's making you have to like stand still and shoot, which in Diablo 2 is oftentimes a death sentence if you have to stand like that instead of being able to do like little kiting moves. But again, it's actually not terrible. And it feels like the assassin should be able to get rid of that wind-up, you know? It's like, wouldn't she be super fast and skilled at quickly throwing blades? Why is she someone who needs to sit there and go through a whole wind-up process to throw blades, you know? Like, lore-wise, I feel like it doesn't even make sense. Alright, let's get those hits off. It actually feels like the Blade Sentinels do okay damage to her. You won't find a Sunder Charm in normal. Only in Hell Terror zones. Not bad. Alright, we'll go heal a little bit, but pretty good. I think we can run 2 sets of health potions, 1 set of mana. 59 life, 5 all res. I'm gonna make that swap. Losing 7 all res is a little painful, but gaining 59 life does seem really nice.
Good evening.
They thought Assassin was too OP at start. I mean, the thing is, she's like very good, but also not like OP good, you know? Probably one of the weakest characters endgame. Well, never mind, now she has Mosaic, so. I mean, she was at launch. Once they fixed up traps and gave her Mosaics. Oops. That kind of shifted. Come on, Dario.
Can't.
Right. It's like the res versus the life. It depends how you're getting hit.
At Mr. Llama SC, I am trying to get a hold of an F representative Fool's Mod weapon in single player. Any tips?
Death becomes you.
No. Pick up every rare item. That's probably the tip. Easy. And we got 20 FCR right there. Classic amazing 1.0 item. Give yourselves a clap, everybody. Andariel is down. That is act number 1. You're crushing it. Look at you. What a beast you are. Let's move to act 2. Replace shield with eyeless? Why? FCR means nothing to me. Leapers are not my favorite. Try and create a little blade city for them to run through. Yeah, it just needs more attack rating overall on all the blade stuff. That was pretty good. Pretty good right there. Any reason my gold isn't on auto pickup? It should be. You just have to be pretty intentional about it. See? Takes like a second before it picks it up. It's not always instantaneous. Duriel is gonna be a boss. Yeah.
I can't.
We'll see how it goes. Whee! Whirlwind Barb or Frenzy Barb? Who should I play for my next playthrough? I just did the Whirlwind Barb playthrough. It was alright. It's definitely improved over the previous. Frenzy's a little bit stronger, I'd say, but you know, Whirlwind's just such a classic fun time. Also, there's like that Naga back there. This is an example of, you know, something I would say like pick up and check out. It's F1 open socket, but if you can get that like 5 open sockets, 4 open sockets, you can make nice little rune words in like a Naga. It's not too expensive to use in terms of stat requirements. So, highly recommended. You know, Honor is a great use case there. Again, just trying to set up a little blade whirly place so that everybody gets hit multiple times. We got like 3-4 boss groups all together here. Maybe 3. Hey, Saigons! 3 boss groups and a champion group or something. Oh, hello, Cold Enchanted. So, nice experience. Stone Skin, Cold Enchant. Try and avoid his explosion.
Not enough money.
There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, the more we play it, the better and better this build is feeling. Saigons is also nice, you know. Love me some Saigons. We have 2-piece now. What's the second piece I have? Is that the shield? No, guard? Wait. What's Saigon's gauge? That's the belt, right? Or is that Saigon's wrap? Alright, let me go look. Where is it? What is it saying I have? Oh, the gauge of the gloves. Which is 30 IAS. Yeah, obviously it's the gloves. I knew that. So, you know, that is a nice little 30 IAS bonus right there. But IAS isn't really mattering for us, so. It will help us shoot off a little bit faster to start, but other than that. This is a fun build, man. I'm not gonna lie. Plays quite nicely. And it's so close. You can feel like where it just needs a little bit of love, you know? Little bit more love. I'd say one of the biggest disappointments of D2R is that they didn't do enough to bring back online ladder. They haven't done enough to knock bots out. They haven't done enough to, you know, bring in good social elements and ways to engage with other people. So it's lacking in those ways. That's probably my biggest disappointment. Still better social elements than D4, but I mean, that's like a solo single player game only that you have to be always connected online for. Try and avoid that explosion. But yeah, I do wish that they worked more on that aspect of it, just because, oh, I love that so much. That's like what D2 was for me, you know, for the first 10 years I played. Before I even really started doing much single player. Now, what's amazing is the single player experience is actually insanely good. But as a kid, I didn't even know that. Oh, you can trade in D2R and stuff. It's just, again, they didn't do enough to improve the social and bring it back to a good state. Alright, level 60. We'll go more Blade Shield for more synergy. I'm not sure I set a portal there, so I'm going to set one right here. Social systems are just something that's a struggle overall in a lot of the Blizzard titles now, it feels like. At least all the Diablo ones here. Llama RPG is going to try and be opposite of that. Big focus on social. Come back around here, see if we can get some stuff killed. Again, set up the death chambers with the blades. If you can keep everybody in a tight enough circle, it actually works out alright with the sentinels. Just because they end up getting an okay amount of hits on stuff. Just by virtue of going through them enough times. Oh boy. Excuse me. Holy Freeze Mercenary. Yeah, I had one, and he's like, he has insight and whatever stuff, but he still just dies. You know, it's just unfortunate, but that's the nature of mercenaries, honestly, in Hell when you're like a lower level and they don't have really top tier gear. It's just too hard to keep them alive unless you're a character that can kill stuff pretty quickly. Oh man, she got me. Almost dead in there. Mold Drool. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's alright, we'll keep running. We will keep going. Look for our waypoint, look for our exit. There's our waypoint. It's on the struggle train a little bit. I mean, those guys have high physical defense, so it's gonna make it a little bit harder for her there. Is the live stream started for the developers chat? Hi, Steven. 20 minutes? Okay. Excuse you. Maggot Lair, again, this actually isn't a terrible place for us to work through if we want. Because we do have skills that are viable here. Right, like we can... This is actually probably one of the best places for our character. Since it's a narrow hallway and we can just like launch stuff down the hallway. So if you do want to like go spend time farming in here, by all means do so. That's a physical immune, we won't farm that.
Impossible.
But if you just want to kill through it really fast, that also works. Who is hitting me? I can't see. Arcane Sanctuary has narrow pass as well, but you are going to get more flood from like ghost and stuff over time, so. Best maggot lair farmer. I didn't say best. I'd say Bone Necro is probably best. Fireball Source is also pretty solid. Zamtoro, thank you very much. Pop the chest. And it's not going to let us click on that TP, so we'll just bounce out.
Good evening. Greeting.
Yeah, we'll put it on in the background and give it a listen.
Greetings.
But I don't know. It's with how much stuff has been going the way it's been going with it. I feel like okay, we can. There's a lot of zombies here, and they're so slow moving that I feel like let's go ahead and take advantage of it. Lot of experience. Just don't get hit. I feel like with how everything in D4 is going lately, for me, I'm like, I don't want to sit there and just keep complaining about it. You know. Ouch. It's like I don't want to give it as much attention. And I know people still want updates, and so I still should give it some attention, at least for that and things. But we know what it is, we know where they're at, we know how the game is going. And a lot of it's just unfortunate, I'd say. Feels like, yeah, it feels like the game released a year before it should have. Which maybe they were just trying to beat Path of Exile 2 out or something, I don't know. Get something in for shareholders on a specific quarter, I don't know. But also that even if it had taken longer, just with the changes, the way that they react to stuff, everything like that, doesn't make me feel like they know fully what they're doing in every aspect in a way. They're kind of throwing darts right now, trying to see if something sticks. This build is so much better against slow mobs. Love it. At least they realized the level scaling of mobs wasn't quite a good idea. What do you mean? Level scaling still is everywhere. They've just changed it to be slightly different, but it's still level scales. This is Players 1.
Magic.
Yeah, this is not going to be that like crazy Players 8 build to start for sure. Maybe, you know, once you get some really solid gear on it and stuff, you can start working it up, but
Serpents. I expected worse.
alright. We'll just shoot off like this instead. That stone skin is annoying. Kill some minions. Yeah, the nice thing is these guys don't come up the stairs. Snakes will leave you alone, so you know, spend as much time as you want farming that. Stairs, one of the biggest enemies in the game. Okay, we'll cube that together. Talk to Mr. Drogonon. Refill all that stuff. And get ready to keep moving forward. Nice and simple.
Impossible.
Oh my god, that's such a problem they have with the game as well. If you click in the black space in D2R, your character doesn't move. Whereas before, she would run to the wall. Big issue that in D2R somehow came about and they haven't fixed. We have a gem shrine as well. Now, of course, as we talked about before, gem shrines are fabulous. You can take any sort of gem you want. Just have only said gem in your inventory. Go click on the gem shrine, and you get it upgraded. Now we have another perfect amethyst. More crafting. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably craft something that's actually potentially good. Might Aura makes me want to just avoid, and that makes me want to avoid as well. Try and drag this guy away. Okay. That was just going to be really nasty, especially with the stone skin and everything. Again, same idea here in the Arcane Sanctuary. If you want, you can try and like kill stuff down, but ghosts are going to be physical immune, which really hurts. And then the other guys have decent physical resistances as well, so it's actually a pretty bad area for characters that do physical damage. No first way. We can set players 8 really fast though if we want, and go pop some chest. See if we can get a jaw rune or something. Doesn't look like it, but we got a small charm. You think it may have to do with controller implementation? Maybe. Again, just another time where trying to build for multiple systems at once sucks. I love boots like this. Obviously we have nice boots, but if not, those are a great pickup right there. 3% faster run walk. Don't hate it. Let's see if there's anything I don't really care about. I think I have cold damage
At
up here.
Mr. Llama SC, how do you feel about farming ghosts as a high rune strategy?
I mean, on this character, it's a bad idea. Because physical. But I think it's a good strategy. Ghosts are really solid for farming high runes. Whoa! That last hit. Right before I teleported. Yeah, it's actually really a decent strategy. If you take like your Novasaurus or take whatever character in and use it for farming high runes, it's actually pretty solid. Let's do this. And then we'll do Tal, Shale, P Diamond, and we'll upgrade to a mesh belt, which is 58 strength. So make sure you have enough strength for it. And now we can carry 4 sets. Oh, am I on players 8? Yeah, I think I forgot to go back to players 1. That now works on sets. Before it only worked on uniques, but now it works on set items. Oh, that was a bad failed teleport. So one thing that you can do really is just full telly through, but Sometimes, again, with D2R, until he charges on stabs, it's kind of broken. Tal, Shale, P Diamond will upgrade unique or set. Moon is the second one here. Remember, those are always the same way.
Impossible.
Things like gore bellies and stuff are going to be really tough. This is just like a bad tomb to kill things. Gore bellies, ghost, and vampires.
Can't.
That's a terrible combination for us. So we're just going to not really try and kill anything in here. And just go to Duriel.
Impossible. Impossible.
See what we can get.
Impossible.
Just a fail of a map over there. Extra fast is scary. That's also going to cut back. Oof, rough map. Maybe it's a turnaround, or maybe this will go up and then cut left. Yeah, here we go.
Impossible.
Okay, place it quick, and perfect. Gold-wise, we're running a little short, so we'll want to make sure to stock up on some gold in the future. Now, what do we do for Duriel? That's right. We drink our Thawing potions. We can also go grab our mercenary and see if we give him a bunch of thawing potions and help him out just a tiny bit with some potions. Maybe he'll survive slightly, but 58 is not the best. 58% cold res. I don't really have a better way to improve his resistances. Unfortunate. So we'll just have to give these to him.
Thanks. Thanks.
And just try and give him some potions. But like I said, I think he's probably going to die pretty quick. Which is alright.
Impossible. I can't. Impossible.
Yep.
Impossible.
Just not enough resist. Oof. Make sure your burst of speed doesn't wear off. And remember, even though you have cannot be frozen, that doesn't actually matter here, because Holy Freeze is not freezing you like that. It is a slow. So this is just gonna be the toughest boss for this character for sure, especially because she has that long wind up. And there's not really a lot of space to be gotten to go shoot off. Best thing we can do is just layer the ground with all these blades and probably have him run through it a lot.
I can't.
Now, something that you will see me do is dodge in next to him and then away. And a lot of times what I'm doing there is I'm trying to proc him to shoot at me, or hit for me, because that'll slow him for a second.
Impossible.
Now, it doesn't always work in that you're not always going to be able to get away, but if you do it right, you can get away, and it gives you just a couple seconds to really like have a little bit of freedom. Which you're gonna need, because if he's standing next to you, you're just gonna have some trouble getting off any hits like that. So also lets you get out of his Holy Freeze range a little bit. Can be helpful. So tough fight, but actually a pretty good fight. It feels like we're able to do all right here. So, not bad. I'm actually impressed with how well it is doing. These little blade sentinels with their just chippy shots over and over again are kind of doing some work here. It's probably a way to really just focus on like being a little tighter in my run pattern and really bringing them through all of those. Yeah, I was expecting this to be much worse, so the fact that it's working as it is honestly impressive. Alright, let's keep it going. So just gonna really try and focus on being a little bit smaller in how I'm running around and bringing him through the blades over and over again. So that way there's just a lot of blades attacking him at once. And yeah, I think this is, you can actually see the damage really starting to pile up on him. That's definitely the play. Bring him through. Pretty good. Will I try Hardcore Classic? I've thought about giving it a try. I mean, World of Warcraft Classic is really... I think, you know, a game I would enjoy. It kind of goes up to the standards of what I find to be fun in games. I mean, Bale will be tanky, but we'll be able to get a lot more shots off on him. Because he's not chasing us so much like that, you know? Definitely taking a few more shots like this, but I do think our damage is also a little better from it. I have Burst of Speed on, which definitely helps. Almost dead. Come through my blades. Come on. Nice. And just like that, give yourselves the clap. Act 2 completed. That was great, man. That was actually a really nice fight. Also, we got deaths. One more. One more piece, baby.
Good evening.
It's beautiful. So we'll move on to act number 3, level 60, almost 61. And it actually is perfect time that the D4 chat is happening right now. So I guess we'll split it into 2 videos for part. Hell, YouTube, I'll see you guys in the second part of the video. Mwah. See you guys there. Just because we got the chat thing.